Over here in Europe, you can get your eyebrows microbladed, like you can get your nails done in the States. There are a lot of people over here who do the procedure, but there are a few people who are qualified to do it. And there are even fewer people that are qualified to do it on a diverse clientele. Go ahead, it's your time, baby. It's your time, baby. Get my baby. That's the difference when you're my baby. That's how it is when you. Nobody make me stop the world. So the first thing that I learned is to do your research. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace. The reason why that I didn't do my research is because I had been wanting this procedure for a long time. I was ready to have this procedure done. I knew what it entailed, and I wanted to get it done before fear talked me out of it. You know, fear would be saying, well, you do a really good job at filling your eyebrows in. You don't really have to go get that done. All of the things. And I didn't want fear to talk me out of doing something that would help my life to be easier. Even if it is microblading or micro shading. But I failed to do my research, and I kind of just, I chose the convenient choice. Don't make that mistake. I think the second thing that I learned is really vet the person that you go to, especially if you're abroad. Ask what type of clientele they have. And if they have a website, actually look at their clientele. Now, I did choose this provider because this provider had melanated people or a melanated person on their website. In Europe, you're going to see a lot of Europeans. You're going to see a lot of people that don't have melanin. Excuse me. So I was happy to just see one. Like when I'm looking for makeup artists or beauty people in general, I am happy to see at least one melanated person. Now, when you go to places like Berlin, like France, like the UK, you're going to see more diversity in providers as well as clients. But in the part of Germany that I live in, it's very Eurocentric, and so are the beauty services. And so you want to ask about the clientele. Number 3 kind of goes with number 1. Don't just go by what the provider tells you. Do your research on your own. You can get information at your fingertips just by Googling. Between my first and second procedure, I think, I began to Google. I began to look at YouTube videos and the like about microblading, specifically for darker skin. This is how the brows are looking after the first full day of them being microbladed. I'm overall happy with the results. The only thing that I notice is this eyebrow right here. I feel like she could have filled it in just a little bit more at the tail. Because see, this one looks nice and full, but this one, it needs a little bit more. I won't have my second appointment until the 1st of October, or the first part of October. We've already scheduled it. My esthetician is going on holiday, and so She won't be available all of September. So by the end of November, my eyebrows should be fully done, and they should look drastically different. Good morning. So it is 5:30 in the morning. And the date is August the 21st. So this marks a little over, I think, 2 weeks after I got my microblading done. So I'm just coming to do a check. So this is this brow. This is my right, probably your left. This is the brow that was the most full, and I'm seeing a lot more shading happening than when I initially started the process. There is still some scabbing right here. But that's gonna heal over time, but it's starting to fill in quite nicely. It's starting to have more of the shape that it had after I first got this procedure done. I will, of course, have to fill in my brows, but maybe it'll be less. I'm trying to be optimistic. This eyebrow is my struggle brow. So it is making some progress, like where there's more hair, I can actually see more of a defined shape. But where there's less hair, it's struggling, child. Like, it's got a long way to go for it to look the way that I want it to look. Hey y'all, so it's morning time. I'm getting ready to get ready for work, but before I do that, I wanted to give you an update on my microblading procedure. And so this is what the brows are looking like overall. So this is my more full brow. As you can see, there's still some scarring from where I microbladed, but on the tail you can see some shading. Definitely not where they could be, but I only have one procedure done so far. This eyebrow is my more sparse brow, I think. Yeah, it's hard to tell without my glasses on. But I think this is my more, no, I think this one is my more full brow. So this brow is my more full brow. What I noticed about the microblading procedure is my hairs have really grown back a lot fuller from when we cleaned up my brows. I don't know what that's about. I can see some shading, but I don't know if that's just excess hair or the microblading. Like, I can't tell yet. So I'm on my break from work, and I just wanted to show you my eyebrows. So this part is where the microblading has happened. You can see still some scarring, but you can also see some shading. And then this is the other brow. So they need to be cleaned, obviously. I'm going in for my second treatment. Today's Thursday. I'm going on Saturday. And it has been over a month since my first microblading treatment. Again, the thing that I really want to focus on is doing a deeper colored pigment. So the last time I had her to put a medium brown on my eyebrow, and you can barely see it. I mean, you can see it a little bit in the tail. And then over here, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so we're going to do a deeper pigment. We're going to do a brown black, and I think that will look really good. I might even talk to her about getting a procedure called powder brows. There will be an upcharge for that, but I feel like I might want to do that. Y'all, I need to get my hair done too. But anyway, back to the brows because that's what we're here for. So yeah, this is what they look like before my second round of microblading. Again, the treatment as a whole is 3 treatments over 3 months. Both myself and my esthetician went on vacation last month. That's why we didn't really do it right at the 4 week mark. But by the end of, by the beginning of December, I should be uh, all the way done with getting the treatment parts, and then we'll come back and see how they look. But they got a long way to go, child. Long way to go. Okay, so we're all done, and this is how we're looking. I don't know if you can see. So this time we went a little bit deeper with the microblading so that the pigment can really settle into the skin. I do like the shape of my brows. Yeah, so we'll return back in 4 weeks to do our last treatment. They are a bit sore, but I think it's because after the second time, your skin is kind of sensitive, but yeah, they're looking really good. All right, so until next time. Hey y'all, I'm at home on my midday break from work, and I wanted to just do an update. So the scabbing has completely lifted up off of my eyebrows, and they're looking a little bit more full where there's hair. I'm seeing that it's more sparse where the eyebrows naturally are sparse. This one looks a little bit more fuller and more like hopefully it'll look when everything is done with. But this one is still quite thin. There is still some scarring like right here. But I'm only going into 3 weeks after my procedure. I think this is the third week. It might be the second week. I've lost count. But this is how my eyebrows are looking. And yeah, from far off, if you don't look at them close, they look like something, but up close, they still have a long way to go. But they also have some healing to do. 4 weeks is really where you can tell whether or not the procedure took. And my esthetician told me the second procedure, they should look more like the final product. And the third procedure is just going back in and filling in the gaps the last time. I know we're going to have to focus on the tails, especially on this eyebrow right here. But I'm not sure. I think she used a darker pigment too. I'm hoping that she did. I can't tell. I don't know. Hi there. Welcome to my Aura Style. My name is Tammie, and I use travel, lifestyle, and fashion to show you what it's like to be Black plus and abroad. So, let's talk about these eyebrows because that's what I'm here for. Today, I have a appointment with a microblading specialist, esthetician, whatever title that you want to use. November was my last treatment on my first round of microblading, and I would say about two procedures into the process, I was kind of seeing that it wasn't turning out the way that I thought it might. And I want to choose my words carefully because I definitely don't want to discredit someone's work or business. I, as a customer, didn't get the services that I thought I might. My goal was to not have to fill in my eyebrows at all. And I am back to filling in my eyebrows. So I'm going to show you the before. I want to close my eyes so it doesn't look creepy. I do see somewhat of a difference from when I initially got my eyebrows done. Especially in areas where I have the most hair. But I think that that kind of goes without saying. I think that that's self-explanatory. I think that that was the easiest part to fix. The most difficult part to fix was the tail of my eyebrows. And I don't see much improvement in that area at all. All right, so I'm dressed and I'm getting ready to head out the door. I decided to wear this comfortable orange jogging suit, and then up underneath I have just a gray tank. I have on my Tevas, my metallic gray Tevas, and some gray socks just for comfort purposes. When I'm having these procedures done, I like to be as physically comfortable as possible. And so I wear comfy clothes, comfy shoes. The thing that I did like about the lady who did my microblading before is her setup was really nice and comfortable. She would give me blankets and stuff to make me feel comfortable. And that was nice. It was, microblading can be uncomfortable because of the way that the procedure is, but it was a relaxing experience for me, y'all. I be having so many things that I'm doing, and so just to have like an hour or two to just lay there and do nothing is refreshing sometimes. Oh man, I didn't charge my mobile hotspot yesterday. So I'm on my way out the door now. I just checked the time a while ago. It's 9:31. And so the next time you see me is either when I get to the location or when I'm actually having the treatment done. I'm crouching down, y'all. Hi, y'all. So I made it to my microblading appointment. This is my esthetician. Her name is Fernandez. And right now we're doing the consultation. And so I'm going to sit down so I don't look so awkward on camera, and we're going to get started.
Yes. So, you already had like a stories work on the
I did.
It's very light.
Mm-hmm.
You said you want a defined look, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Because, yeah. Okay, I will start with the measurement. So you just have to relax like the muscles here. Yes. Try to not look like angry or mad. Just try to relax the muscles a little bit. So I can.
So this is the preparation stage of the process by which Parnez is looking at the overall shape of my eyebrows, and she's using different instruments to measure my brows. This is such an important step, and it's so important to be precise because it helps the eyebrows look symmetrical, and it could help you get to the desired outcome. So Parnez began the process by opening up the skin, and she did an outline on my left eyebrow as well as some shading. Then she applied some numbing gel, which helped with the pain. And so initially, on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain was probably a 4.5 to 5 for me. But I noticed that it was short bursts of pain. And I also noticed that when Parnez took her fingers and stretched the skin as she was shading, that helped with the pain. Also, what I did was I took deep breaths and I just focused on how I wanted my eyebrows to look. At this point in the process, we're well into the process now, and she has added numbing gel to both eyebrows. So I'm feeling pressure, but not a lot of pain. This procedure is done kind of like tattooing, except that the tool doesn't go as deep into the skin as traditional tattooing is. It is buzzing noises. You do kind of feel some scratching on the skin at the beginning when your skin is being opened by the tool, but after that, like after your eyebrows are numb, it's hardly no discomfort at all. All right, y'all, we are completely done, and this is the finished look. They look amazing. They look like when I apply when I fill in my brows with makeup. And so we did an ombre effect where they're lighter towards towards my nose, and then out towards the outer corners of my eye, they're darker, which is what I really wanted. And so I'm gonna give y'all a close look at them. And so, yeah, I am quite pleased. So Parnez added some ointment at the end, and at the end she told me how to apply the ointment at home, and so I will be doing that. And then in about 4 weeks, we will look at them to see how the finished result looks. But I absolutely adore this process. Again, it's called micro shading. So the first time I got microblading, today we got micro shading, which is better for melanated skin.
And the wiping. So you have to clean your eyebrows with cotton pads. So they are already wet with the liquid to clean your eyebrows. Don't use water or anything, only this, okay?
Okay.
These are 4 cotton pads.
Okay.
So you wipe them clean once in about 1 hour. So just when you get home, in about 1 hour, just wipe them clean. Nothing will happen. You will just see like a little bit like orange color on them. That's normal, okay? Just wipe them. Okay. Apply the ointment again. Then again once in the evening, just before you go to sleep, and twice tomorrow. So morning and night tomorrow. Always apply the ointment after. Okay.
Will do.
It's just that the scab is not building up too thick. And if there's like bone fluid leaking, then you just remove that.
Okay.
Clean it up.
Okay. Hey y'all, so it's the night of my procedure, and I thought that I would do a little bit of aftercare on camera So the first thing that I'm going to need, and I forgot to get it, so let me get it right now. So your aftercare is going to look different depending on who your esthetician is. What I've learned from this process is that people do things differently. And that don't necessarily have to be a bad thing. In my case, I think it was, you know, a bad thing. But you live and you learn. So I'm going to use this Q-tip. My specialist or esthetician provided me with these sterile cotton pads. They have a medication soaked in them, and she gave me instructions on how to use them. And she also gave me an ointment to use. So the Q-tip is for the ointment. All right, so what I'm going to do first is take this medicated cotton pad and just swipe it over the brow. She said that there would be some, I don't know what you call this, residue. She said it would be some residue, but that's perfectly normal. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going in both directions because she told me to go in both directions. The second thing that I'm going to do is take the ointment that she gave me and just put a light layer over the brow. I ain't gonna go just OD with it. I'm gonna just take a light layer and put it over the brow. Because I have natural oils in my skin. Let's go over some questions that you should ask your provider. So the first question is, how long have you been doing this? You want to know. You also want to know about any certifications that they have. Sometimes they have that listed on their website, but if they don't, ask them in person. How long have you been doing this, and what certifications do you have in doing this? Another thing you want to ask, again, if you're a Black person living abroad, is how many clients of color with darker skin tone do you serve? Or even in general, do you have experience working on clients with darker skin tone? You might even ask them what procedures do you use to make sure that people with darker skin tone have the best results? Number 3, and the most important, is, you know, do you have an aftercare plan? So a lot of people do these procedures and they just send you on your merry way, and they don't give you an aftercare plan. An aftercare plan entails more than what you should do to get the desired results. You also need to know, you know, what things that they can provide for you to care for your eyebrows so they look the way that you want them to look. So a lot of times they're going to tell you about, you know, what activities that you can do, what things to avoid. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that you should do. But what are things that they provide you? Do you provide me with an aftercare plan? I noticed today my provider provided me with the aftercare plan as well as supplies to use to help me to get the desired result. And so, yeah. All right, so we're all done. That took a little bit longer because I'm on camera. But when I did it earlier today, it took me like literally like a minute and a half to 2 minutes. So my pain level right now on a scale of 1 to 10 is probably like a 3. I'm the type of person where my pain threshold isn't really low, but it's not really high either. It's somewhere in the middle. And so a 3 is what I'm experiencing. I found the ointment or whatever that she had, the antiseptic or whatever she gave me, is really cooling to the eyebrows, so that feels really good. And when I put on the ointment that she gave me, it doesn't hurt. You know, they do feel kind of irritated or whatever, a little bit sore. Micro shading is more, for lack of a better term, kind of invasive procedure, I find, than microblading. Just because it feels more like a tattoo than microblading did, in my opinion. But the results are going to be better, again, because the pigment is more concentrated on my skin tone, which is microblading is not more concentrated at all. So anyway, I am going to sign off here. I want to thank you so much for viewing this channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be up on all of my uploads. I hope this video was very informative to you, and I hope that you can learn something from my experience of accessing this procedure abroad. I will keep you updated in one way or another about this process. If I don't dedicate a video to this process, I will, you'll be seeing me. So you'll be seeing my eyebrows, and I can be transparent about whether they're filled in or whether I'm just totally wearing the micro shading. One of the good things about this, though, is I don't have to spend 10 minutes in the morning filling in my eyebrows. They look really good. All right. Bye.
Fashion, be what you ask for. So tell me if you want action. Until the lights back on.